everybody, welcome back to the Genshin Impact video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sam and I make Y4 meta content, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the most commonly asked question I get about freaking Mona. Hi Sam, what sans piece should I put Mona to be most optimal in my build? Elemental Mastery, attack percent, or energy recharge? I don't know, can you please tell me? So you know what, in this video, I'm going to show you all three of them. In my artifact set, my off piece is my sans piece. So basically, I have the perfect setup to show you guys. So let's look at why we're going to compare these sans pieces and why I think it's a fair test. So in my attack percent piece, I have 27% crit damage and elemental mastery. Those are the only things that boost my damage. On my elemental mastery sans piece, I have crit damage, almost the same thing. And I also have attack percent, which is the main stat from the other piece. You see how their substats correspond to the main stats of the opposite pieces? This is a really good fair comparison. The only thing that sucks is my energy recharge piece doesn't have crit damage, but we can manipulate it where we can put a different feather so that way it can balance out the differences in crit damage. So now let me show you the stats for each sans piece so that way you can take a look at it. Now let's take a look at the comparison between all three different sans pieces for their charge attack, for their vaporized charge attack, for their regular burst, and for their vaporized burst. And then I'm going to be showing you the differences in percentages from each of those sans pieces sets. Yep, 10,083. Before we get into the values and differences, I want to say if you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so that way I know what content you guys like that I'm producing. It helps me decide between investing and making this video or making this other videos, and that would really help me out. So thank you. So if we take a look at our regular charge attacks, attack percent is of course the one that would have the most, elemental mastery would have the least, and there are the percentages in difference from each sans piece. So now if we take a look at our vaporized charge attacks, something to note is that EM and attack percent are really close to each other. Basically almost no difference. So if you're going for a charge attack, vaporize, you could go with either one honestly. And of course energy recharge is dead last. If we look at our elemental burst with no vaporize, it's the same thing as a charge attack, where elemental mastery is last and attack percent is first place, and there are the percentages and difference from each sans piece. And then the biggest difference that we see is, of course, with our simple vaporize with Bennett. Elemental Mastery is at the top, and then Energy Recharge is at the bottom, with a huge difference from those two. And there's a percentage of differences next to those values. So in conclusion, in my opinion, I would never ever choose Energy Recharge. It would either be attack percent or Elemental Mastery. And honestly, if it were me, I would go to attack percent. And the only reason why I don't have attack percent in my own artifact set is because I'm just really not comfortable with not having an extra 5.3% in my crit rate. So that's why I choose to have the Elemental Mastery sans piece on my Mona. And right now I'm using her just for Vaporize with Hu Tao, and it's just a piece that I'm most comfortable with. But definitely, if I had crit rate on my attack percent piece, I would definitely go with that. It's just more consistent all across the board. Even though we're losing quite a bit in our Vaporize burst, it's okay. It's only like a 5% difference. I'd rather take that and have a increase in our regular burst and charge attacks. That's just my opinion. You go with what you want. If you want to maximize your Vaporize damage, of course, Elemental Mastery. I would never go with ER, but attack percent is just consistent all across the board. It's just an overall good one to have. I hope you enjoyed the video. All I want to say is thank you so much. I love y'all. Remember, waifu over meta, and we'll see you in the next video.